Ever feel like you're kind of on autopilot?
Yeah.
Just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Like there's this deeper way of living, a more vibrant way.
Yeah.
But you just can't grasp it.
Right.
Well, Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. It claims we can unlock that vibrant life.
Yeah.
And it's closer than we think.
Yeah, The Power of Now, it's all about tapping into the present moment.
All right.
And not in like some fluffy new age way, but as a source of incredible power, like liberation.
Today we're doing a deep dive into this classic of spiritual literature.
Yeah.
We're going to distill it down to the 10 most important takeaways.
Nice.
We know you're busy, so we're applying the 80-20 rule.
Love that.
That's the 20% of the book that unlocks 80% of its power.
Exactly. Cut through the noise. Deliver those pure, potent insights that you can use, like right now.
It's like a treasure map, guiding you to, that chest of gold of inner peace and fulfillment.
Absolutely.
You ready for takeaway number 1?
Hit me with it.
Straight from Tolle. You are not your mind. Whoa.
Right.
What does that even mean?
It means that that voice in your head, the one that chatters and judges and worries, that's not you. It's what Tolle calls the egoic mind.
Oh. Okay, hold on. So if I'm not my thoughts, then who am I?
You are the awareness behind the thoughts, the silent observer, the one who can witness those thoughts without getting swept away.
Right.
He calls this deeper self being. It's that timeless, ever-present life force,
So I'm like a sky, and my thoughts are like clouds passing through.
That's a great analogy. Yeah. And the more you can connect with that open sky of awareness, the less power those clouds have over you.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this power thing works.
Yeah.
But how do we actually tap into that awareness? I mean, most of us are like really identified with our thoughts.
It starts by becoming present.
Okay.
Paying attention to this moment exactly as it is without judging it.
Right.
That's takeaway number 2. The power of now.
This is where it gets tricky, right?
Absolutely.
Our minds are constantly pulling us into the past or the future.
Absolutely. Tolle calls that psychological time. And he argues that it's one of the biggest sources of suffering. Right. Dwelling on the past creates guilt, regret. Worrying about the future.
Right.
Generates anxiety and fear.
It's like we're constantly missing out on, right now. Because we're just, replaying the past and rehearsing for the future.
Exactly. And here's the kicker. Tolle estimates that 90% of our thoughts are not only repetitive. Yeah. But they're totally unnecessary and often even harmful.
Wow. So most of that mental chatter is just draining our energy, keeping us in the negative.
Yeah. That brings us to takeaway number 3, let go of psychological time.
Easier said than done.
Oh, it is. But it's not about stopping your thoughts altogether. It's about becoming aware of them, noticing when you're getting, pulled into the past or future, and then gently bringing your attention back to the present moment.
So it's like building a mental muscle, the muscle of, present moment awareness.
Exactly. And the more you practice, the stronger that muscle gets. And guess what? There's another secret weapon
I'm intrigued.
that we all have for getting present. And it's way more accessible than you might think.
Okay. What is this secret weapon? Come on, what is it? What's the secret weapon?
It's your body.
Oh, okay.
It's called inner body awareness. That's takeaway number 4.
Okay.
Instead of getting lost in your thoughts,
right,
you just tune in to the sensations of your physical body.
Yeah.
Your breath, heartbeat, feeling of your feet on the ground.
So simple yet so powerful.
Exactly.
It's like we've had this incredible tool for presence.
Yeah.
This whole time, and we're not even using it.
Exactly. Your body is always in the present moment. It's your mind that's dragging you into the past and future.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
But what about, all those difficult emotions?
Yeah.
Like anger, sadness, fear. We can't just ignore those, right?
No, that's where takeaway number 5 comes in.
Oh,
acceptance and surrender. Now, before you freak out,
very good.
It doesn't mean being a doormat or giving up on your goals.
Thank goodness I was about to protest.
It's more about recognizing that resistance creates suffering.
Right.
When you fight against what is, you're just adding more pain on top of the pain you're already feeling.
It's like what you resist persists.
Exactly. Tolle uses this great analogy. Yeah. He compares it to attacking your reflection in a mirror.
Right.
It's pointless and it just hurts you.
Oh, that's a good one. That's going to stick with me.
Yeah.
So acceptance is about acknowledging what is, no judgment, no resistance.
Right.
But what about all that baggage we carry from the past?
Yeah.
All the hurt, the trauma, the unresolved issues.
That's where takeaway number 6 comes in. The pain body.
Ooh.
One of Tolle's most profound concepts.
Hit me with it. What is this pain body thing?
Think of it as accumulated emotional pain. We all carry it around, both personal and collective, like an invisible entity.
Right.
That gets triggered by everyday events.
Yeah.
And it just makes us react in ways that don't serve us.
So it's like a shadow self that's sabotaging our happiness, keeping us stuck.
Exactly. And here's the thing. The pain body.
Yeah.
It feeds off of drama and conflict. It wants to keep us in a state of suffering because that's how it survives.
Wow. So how do we deal with this pain body?
Remember that radical acceptance we were talking about?
Yeah.
That's the key.
Okay.
You just become aware of your pain body.
Okay.
You observe it without judgment. And you take away its power.
So it's like we're shining a light on those dark corners of our psyche.
And here's another interesting thing about the pain body. It often pops up in our relationships.
Ooh, juicy. Okay, takeaway number 7, enlightened relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, what does an enlightened relationship even look like?
Well, for starters, it means you're not your partner's source of happiness.
Okay.
And they're not yours.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Most of us, look to our partner to fulfill us in some way.
It's a common trap, but in an enlightened relationship.
Yeah.
Each person takes responsibility for their own inner state.
Okay.
You come together from a place of wholeness, not neediness.
So we're connecting from a place of being, not ego.
Exactly. But it can be tricky if one partner is more awake than the other.
Right.
Tully even says that an enlightened partner can be really frustrating to an ego that thrives on drama.
Oh, yeah. I can see that causing some friction. Like speaking different languages?
It can be, but it's also an incredible opportunity for growth.
Yeah.
And that brings us to one of the most important takeaways.
Okay.
Takeaway number 8. Beyond happiness and unhappiness, there is peace.
Ooh. Okay, break it down for me.
So it's about recognizing that true peace, it doesn't depend on external circumstances.
Right.
It's not about chasing those fleeting moments of happiness or avoiding, the bad feelings.
Right.
It's about finding that deeper stillness within that just stays undisturbed no matter what's going on around you.
So like the eye of the hurricane, calm and centered
Beautifully put.
amidst the chaos.
Tully uses a really a nice analogy to show this.
Okay.
He describes ducks.
Okay.
They get in a little squabble, but then they just flap their wings, release the energy, and they
Yeah.
continue on peacefully like nothing even happened.
I love that. It's like the perfect image of non-resistance.
It is.
So true peace is about accepting what is
Exactly.
not fighting.
Not fighting. And when we find that inner peace,
Yeah.
something amazing happens.
Okay.
It opens our hearts to a much a deeper level of compassion.
Takeaway number 9, compassion and healing.
Yeah.
Hey, this makes sense if we're not, consumed by our own suffering.
Right.
We have more space to care for others.
It's more than just caring, though. Tully describes it as this a level of compassion that comes from recognizing that we're all connected. He says it transcends empathy. It merges sadness with the joy of eternal life.
Wow.
Pretty profound.
So it's not feeling sorry for someone. It's about recognizing
Yeah.
a deeper connection,
Yes, a shared essence.
Right.
And this kind of compassion. It's incredibly healing.
Yeah.
It transforms not just individuals,
Right.
but the collective consciousness.
So we're radiating this higher vibration
Exactly.
that lifts everyone up.
Exactly. That brings us to our final takeaway. And this is the one that empowers us to make this shift happen.
Okay, bring on the grand finale, takeaway number 10. You have a choice. So takeaway number 10, you have a choice. What's that all about?
This is where it gets really empowering, Tully reminds us that that awakening, it's not something that just happens to you.
Right.
It's a choice. If you make it every single moment,
Wow.
you align with that egoic mind, with its fear, the drama, its endless need for more.
Yeah.
Or you choose presence. You choose to step into that quiet awareness
Right.
that's always available, right here, right now.
It's like we're standing at a fork in the road.
Yeah.
The ego's path. It leads to suffering, more striving, dissatisfaction.
Right.
Then there's this other path, the path of presence, leading to peace, freedom, deeper connection.
Exactly. And you get to choose which path you take, moment to moment.
That's really liberating.
It is.
It's amazing how these 10 takeaways all weave together.
Yeah.
It's this tapestry of transformation. We're not our minds.
Mm.
Harnessing the power of now, letting go of psychological time, embracing the pain body,
Mhm.
cultivating inner body awareness,
Yeah.
creating enlightened relationships,
Yeah.
finding peace beyond happiness and unhappiness,
Right.
allowing compassion and healing to flow through us. And remembering that we always have a choice. It's like a recipe for a more awakened, joyful, fulfilling life.
It is. And the best part, this recipe isn't some hidden formula. It's
Right.
available to every single one of us. The power to transform your life, to experience lasting peace and fulfillment. It's right here inside you.
So to our listeners out there, here's something to think about. What if, like Holy says, the world is a reflection of our collective consciousness? What if we all chose to cultivate more presence, more peace, more compassion? What kind of world could we create? It's a question worth exploring. I invite you to start that exploration right now, in this very moment.